Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more brains.
Boom.
Hello.
We got it.
This is braincake.
We got what?
Brain cake.
Oh, we do have brain cake. It's
Yeah.
fresh on the plate.
Yep. Hot and steamy for you, dude.
Oh, no.
It's hot and steamy for you, dude.
Isn't it funny how hot and steamy is gross immediately in your head?
But
It was
like piping hot is not.
Yeah.
Like,
piping
no,
hot.
no other way you can describe something as hot.
Ugh,
Hot and fresh. Like, they're all good except for hot and steamy, because we associate steamy for some reason with like dog shit out in the middle of the winter.
I just assume it was shit impossible. Wait, did I say impossible?
Shit.
Yeah, you
Impossible.
did. And I was like, is
Shit
that the new Tom
impossible.
Cruise movie?
Shit impossible. That's like the ultimate constipation horror movie.
That's what happens when you prolapse your anus. Is shit impossible?
Oh my god!
It's just him trying to get it's him trying to get toilet paper in the outbreak of COVID.
Oh man. That took a whole other spin.
Oh.
I mean, but what good is the TP gonna do him if he's constipated?
Yeah.
It should be like milk of magnesia or some
No,
shit
he
he's
can't.
out on the hunt for.
No, Tom Cruise is so anal retentive he can't shit unless he has a thing to wipe his butt with. And so he had to find toilet paper.
Oh, poor baby. Well, this isn't a horror movie. This is a fuck this man.
It's
this
a horror
man
movie
character.
if you're anal retentive.
Yeah. It's aiming for a small pocket of assholes out there.
I think I need to be told what anal retentive is.
The Freudian thing where like you're real orderly and it's like you get fixated on like the anal stimulation period of childhood is what he called it. But it's not really that. It's just
Anal
the
stimulation
description of what these people are exists. It's
Is that a
just, it's
thing?
not-
Freud was a real weird dude. His theories are...
Well, that's
little
because
strange.
you're looking at the discarded bits of what he thought. The main bits of what he thought are still in use today. Psychoanalysis, having a subconscious mind,
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's still important.
But the psychosexual stages of development and all that... Like,
He focused a lot on what his patients were doing, and his patients were exhibiting that.
Yeah.
And so we can't blame humanity on his patients
Exhibiting
being fucked up.
what?
he says that one of the key factors in like
The child is
development-
attracted to the parent of the opposite sex, and that defines their relationship with everybody from then on.
the kid in youth is attracted to their mother if it's a boy, for example, and want to kill their dad.
Yeah,
Actually,
Oh,
Well,
I've
secretly.
not heard that
Well-
part. I hadn't heard the latter part of that, but the first part, yeah, I've heard that.
Well, no,
I've heard that forever.
what's called an Oedipus complex, where
Yeah.
you want to kill your father and marry your mother, and that's the reason why that's not good is because that's just not good. It's something that's independent of Freud. It's based on the character Oedipus from the play Oedipus Rex. He was a Greek king who he wasn't real, obviously, but he killed his dad and he married his mother based on a prophecy, and he didn't realize that he was even participating. And once he found out that he married his mother, he blinded himself and wandered in the desert until he died.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who had the statement about is basically questions the reality of God or not, like if he exists, and if he exists or something, he's omnipotent, blah 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 blah.
Oh.
Oedipus. Thank you, Manbeast.
No, that's the guy who wanted to fuck his mom.
I thought it wasn't.
Yeah,
That was what
we
yeah,
were
that
just
was what we
talking
just
about
talked
it.
about.
Hold on.
You're talking about
Oh my god, dude! Like I swore it. That's why I wanted to ask you. It was like
Epicure. No,
is it
Democritus. Democritus.
Epicurus.
Epicurus. Yeah.
No, Epicurus was the philosopher who tried to start the utopian societies where he had people that were like living in nature and in tune with their emotions. And
Where is this coming from?
I have a lot of knowledge about Greece.
We don't even have to say Jamie pulled that up. You just have it in your mind.
We're just staring at him like,
Why even have the middleman of computers in a young Jamie, like an assistant
Just
for a podcast?
just
to look
hire a
things up
super
for you?
genius that's untalented to fucking do your fucking work for you.
Why have somebody who has to Google to fact check? Why not just have a guy there to fact check? He just knows them in his head.
Yeah.
But if
what if he gets
if
fact
God-
checked and it's not right?
it was called the problem of evil. If God,
You can't interfere when it's searching his database.
if God is if God knows evil exists and he can't stop it, then he's not all powerful. And if he allows it to happen, then he's not all good. And if he's all good and all powerful, then where does evil come from?
Yeah, that's it. It's like, what is evil? That's the question, right? What is evil?
Yeah.
And that's powerful to think that somebody from that era
It's
came
still
out
something.
with
It's still something.
Well, when you
today
think
that
about how the
people
Greeks viewed their
argue and
gods.
debate.
Yeah.
The way that Greeks view their gods makes that a lot more likely because they're a lot more personal. They're like they're people. They have motivations and fucking emotions and shit. They don't.
The Greeks had emotions, dude. Who knew?
No, their gods
Bro,
did.
the Greeks had
Their gods did.
emotion.
Like their gods had tempers, and they just get pissed off and fucking flip the table.
Has there ever been a god
Like they
without
lost a game of
emotion?
Monopoly.
No.
Like they were getting frustrated after 3 years of getting butt fucked in Monopoly.
Exactly. And so Athena caused the fucking Trojan War.
Zeus said, "Fuck."
Man, I got broken hearted one time because I found out one of my friends had been cheating at Monopoly the whole time. I'm like, hey man, it's not fun.
God.
We're having a good
That
friendly
isn't
game
a
of
friend,
Monopoly.
man.
You're right, dude.
That's not a friend.
You're
That's
right.
somebody.
Bastard.
Think,
Yeah.
man. They cut your throat over fake money in Monopoly. What would they do for real money to you, bro? They don't give a shit about you. They're not your friend. They're a snake. They're a goddamn snake. Fuck them. They shouldn't be your friend. You should have never called them a friend. Who are they? I'll call them and y'all beat them the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
I'll
You know
say,
what?
yo, I'm fighting on Kiwi's honor, man. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
I agree
Don't
with you.
steal in Monopoly. Yeah.
What?
What you do in Monopoly defines what you would do in real life.
Sure,
We all
man.
know that. What you do in Grand Theft Auto defines what you would do in real life. We all know that, right?
I mean, like, sure. I mean, you would run over a hooker any time after you got your blow and get your money back, right?
Dude, I love that thing.
You
should-
get double
dude,
your money.
let
It
me tell you.
incentivizes you.
I don't get on Facebook but like once a week, but I scrolled for about 5 minutes and I seen that thing you shared where it was like
It was a picture of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's in one frame. It's of a still shot of a prostitute asking the main character, CJ, I guess, in his car, saying, "You looking for a good time, honey?" And underneath it says 11-year-old me, and it shows a very zoomed in picture of Steve Austin with dip in his lip. And it just says, "Oh, hell yeah." Spelled like just letter O space, hell yeah.
dude, yeah, that was a thing, man. When you found out you could go into a strip club on GTA when you were a kid, that was like it. That was the end.
It was all over.
Found out
there.
you get that hot coffee in San Andreas.
When you found out the controller vibrated.
Oh,
You had to go that way with it.
yeah, that's too personal. Actually, I don't know if I can discuss that because that's literally
Why? Because we all
directly
knew
correlated
exactly
to the
what was
pleasure.
we knew exactly
Everyone
what was
did.
going on.
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
Hey man, I'm just
You
just
hold
as
that
a,
like on the edge of your little fucking 14-year-old dick, and
Yep.
you fucking play as Nico, and you fuck Michelle, and
Yep.
she goes, "Oh, tell me interesting things," and then she turns out to be a spy.
the controller vibrates during that.
Yeah.
no.
What the fuck? You can say me. The controller vibrates
Oh
through
my
that
god!
part?
Just as a tip, in Halo, you can fire a turret, unlimited ammo, constant vibration.
Well, there you
I don't
go.
know.
Next time you
No
play
mind how I
Halo,
learned that,
Gunboi, you
man.
can put your controller in your tip when you play Halo.
I haven't done that in a while.
You
I'll
gotta,
tell you, I learned how to jerk off. Not at 14.
Just play a
I was
game of
much
Shoddy
earlier than that.
Snipers. Can you do that?
Of shoddy sniper?
Yeah, Shoddy Snipers, and put it on your balls.
what is
What is that?
Your controller put your vibrating.
No,
controller on your balls.
what is shoddy sniper?
It's all it is shotguns and sniper rifles.
Oh, well
Halo.
that's it.
Yeah, there you go. Just take some shotgun shells. You can have Vibro-Balls all day, man, if you just blast shotgun shells.
I don't
Vibro-Balls?
know if I want Vibro-Balls. I feel like that'll cause me to be impotent.
No, man, if you have Vibro-Balls, you probably would be
Not
super
impotent.
potent.
Yeah.
Impotent.
Maybe that's a future thing we can invest in, like for men that can't have a child, man. Right? Let's give them Vibro-Balls. It actually works up sperm in their body.
Yeah.
Somehow it manufactures
It's like a can of spray
artificial
paint. You
semen.
just got to shake it extra hard to get it on the air molecules to spray it out there.
Well, I
Really
was
what
thinking
happens
like
is-
cooking something and like the water turning into the.
I was thinking
Vapor.
maybe once the person's penis hit a certain warmth, it would activate a ball chamber spinning mechanism inside the sack, and it's just going to manufacture some artificial jizz,
Yeah.
and it's just going to
Not
work it up, and
artificial,
it's going to be like going to be
Wow.
amount like of a quart because you got to make there's only like a 5% chance any of it could work, so you have to have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever you're with, if you have Vibro-Balls, you're going to cake them. Like
Cake 'em.
you're gonna cake their insides.
Wouldn't you be icing them?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it'd be like basically a stuffed
glazing.
donut that's leaking with the.
It would be
vanilla.
like that weird thing from like 15 years ago. You remember that infomercial where they were
For
trying
Vibro-Balls?
No, where they were trying to sell you the cakes that you could put like jelly and stuff in. Like bake a cake with jelly on the inside, or bake a cake with
it was basically like a
icing on
giant
the
syringe. Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it was like a shaped bowl or cooking sheet. or
Oh
something.
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Like
yeah.
another memorable
the
one
as
for
seen
me
on TV thing.
is the 1-800 ladders. Me and
What
a pal is like, fuck.
LADDERS.
3 in the morning, wake up in cold sweats. 1-800 ladders. 1-800 ladders. 1-800 LADDERS. I just want to go to sleep, man.
Yeah, it's
Just
like,
wanna
come
go to
on, man, I
sleep.
just want to go to sleep.
What about
you
Flex Seal
Uh,
and Flex Tape?
Of
that's
course,
a fairly
those
new
are-
product, right?
No, I can remember those in high school.
Really?
Hell yeah, dude! I can remember fucking Flex Seal like in 06. I swear I can.
Well, that's still not the level of OxyClean.
No, now OxyClean is much.
OxyClean is an established
ShamWow.
brand.
You can wipe away
ShamWow.
AIDS with a combination of OxyClean on a ShamWow.
You realize how much all three of us, it sounds like, collectively have experienced, and I'm sure a lot of listeners have if they're in our age group of any kind. They have experienced this infomercial hell in the
Think
middle
about
of the night. This is entire. How many of these have we named?
These are products
just-
from years ago that we can just like name at the top of our head. Their tactic is obviously effective.
Girls Gone Wild. There's you another infomercial.
Yes.
Everybody jerked off to the Girls Gone Wild infomercial at
Sure.
some point.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, God, dude, that was like on Comedy Central. That would come on at Comedy Central commercial time.
Yeah,
And,
you would
like,
just have to go to bed watching The Daily Show, and they're like, "Oh, he's into politics." And you're waiting on Girls Gone Wild to come on.
He's like, oh my god, there's like that music haunts me.
I know.
and
I
the
don't
girls
remember
go
the
on.
music from it.
Like,
It was,
it's
it's
like
their
that
island
fucking annoying
fucking
island
edition.
shit.
Yeah, it was their island edition fucking DVD that was always advertised.
Yeah, because I remember the
Girls
loophole.
Gone Wild.
I remember the loophole for TV
Boom,
that if,
smashed up against a car window.
if sand is covering a body part, then that serves. You don't even have to blur it.
Damn man, just put sand over a butthole.
So they
That's
found
fine.
that loophole, dude, and put that on TV for all the children to see.
Well, they found
All the
butthole.
children watching that adult-oriented comedy network.
But you could just, well, yeah, I guess Comedy
Your parents
Central
had to
even.
totally let you watch the thing in order for you to see the thing. It's on parents. Everything's on parents. 100%.
Yeah, that's true.
These TV companies didn't do anything wrong. They were just providing us with a service. And thank God for freedom of speech and titties.
Freedom of speech and titties.
What about like
Shout out to Mr. Shoulders. You know who you are.
what about adult cartoons though? Like Family Guy and stuff. Do you feel like as a parent you could be concerned because it's like, what if my kid thinks it's okay to watch this because it's a cartoon?
Well, I think if your kid is up late at night and he's watched those infomercials, I think you should be punished as a parent.
Yeah.
Just for the fact, not for the infomercials, but just when you think you've escaped them, that's when you hear Low Rider.
Are you talking about fucking George Lopez?
Yeah, George Lopez show.
And then shortly,
as soon as you thought you were lulled out of that sense of security, knowing that the infomercials were done, you start hearing that in the darkness.
Yeah.
Benny and her cigarettes.
And you see him jumping up on the screen
In
from
slow motion.
up under in front of the car. It's like, oh fuck, oh man, I'm never gonna go to sleep. What is this shit?
And then shortly thereafter, says the life all about how is the house. This is
a story all about
how my life got twisted upside down. Feel
We're
like
gonna get a copyright stopping.
Oh, shit.
I tell you, how became the prince of the town god?
I'm gonna beat you. He just keeps on going, folks.
Yeah. It's
Oh well, that's a graceful
that is one
recovery
of the
then.
best theme songs.
That's a great recovery then. If you're coming out of all that misery, if Fresh Prince is coming. If Will Smith's hand is reaching out to you and pulling you out of purgatory
That's
in
a
the
good
middle of
hand
the
to
night,
grab.
you're like, oh, thanks, Will.
Yeah.
I feel so safe now.
Unless it's that song you had, A Nightmare on My Street, where he talked about Freddy Krueger.
That's true. Freddy Krueger's the ultimate evil.
Yeah.
But what if it's like, well, shit, never mind. I just completely lost it.
There's a line he has in a song where he's like talking about this girl he's making out with in the back seat, and he's like, she stuck her hands up my back and said, "Oh, your hands are cold."
Oh, yeah, I like that song. That's
I can't remember.
Women of the World Ain't Nothing but Trouble.
Yeah, women in the world ain't nothing but trouble.
I just think it's kind of funny. Like, that music video is hilarious. I miss music videos.
I do too, man.
It's really not I don't think it's as practiced as it once was.
Pop-up videos.
Oh, shit.
Pop-up
Manbeast
video?
has spoken. Yeah, pop-up videos is an OVH1 thing, man.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
Pop-up videos.
You've never heard of pop-up videos?
I think I've heard of it.
It was
Like the
music
theme
videos
song?
it was a series of pop-up videos you would watch, and there would be little factoids would pop up all through the music video. Yeah.
Dialogue bubbles.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And this
pop-up
little channel
video.
was Pop-up videos.
I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that from somewhere deep in my brain.
Do y'all remember One Hit Wonders?
One Hit
On
Wonders.
VH1 Classic.
Well, I always called
think
it.
so.
I always thought that was just called
Yes.
Now
Which
CDs.
Oh, no, we're not getting back to the infomercial.
I mean, well, those were
Yeah,
one
that's
hit
what I call
wonders,
music,
pretty
Volume
much.
48.
Yeah.
Now albums were all one hit wonder collab. You know,
The one-hit
Correct.
wonders of the year.
yeah, every year like some of the most popular tracks every year.
And then the Kids Bop was just ripping
That
off the
one
one-hit
up
wonders
first.
of the year,
I
but
know.
with children singing them.
I know you said earlier you don't get on Facebook a whole lot, but I had posted something probably like maybe 7 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if either one of you ever saw it or remembered it, but I had posted a picture of a Now album that was new. They still make them.
Oh, yeah.
It was 73.
Dude, I bet.
Now 73. Here I am. I remember owning. Now that's what I call music.
Yeah.
It didn't have a number.
Oh,
There
dude.
wasn't a number,
Yeah.
man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're trying to make you feel old
Well,
by beefing
fuck
up
'em,
the
it's
numbers,
working.
releasing 30 of them every year so that you fucking feel bad about
It
yourself.
almost feels like they were seasonal at a point. Like, yeah, coming this far.
No, that's what I call
it.
No, that's what I call Christmas.
Yeah, oh my god. There's
That's what I
there's
call
the
Christmas.
spin-offs. I forgot all about that.
They have Now Halloween?
No, I don't think that exists. If
Okay.
it doesn't, well, I don't know. What the hell would they put on that?
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
I honestly
I don't
don't
think
think they
there's-
would sell it. I don't think they could sell it. But if you
Huh?
have now, that's what I call Christmas.
Pumpkin garbage.
Well, there are lots of Halloween songs, just not ones that make it on the radio.
Well,
just for everyday
that's
consumption.
exactly my point though.
Yeah.
With Christmas though,
That's all you hear.
Oh yeah, especially shit like Dean Martin, all that good stuff. Frank Sinatra, their
Mariah Carey.
versions.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, absolutely.
Yeah.
People would buy that. Absolutely, I would buy that.
Yeah.
I love
Because
Christmas music.
I do too. It's a weird perverse pleasure in my opinion for myself because I hold myself to
I
a
don't think it's
standard of.
perverse.
To me, it's perverse because I don't like that time of year anyway. I hate Christmas. I'm a Scrooge.
But there's something about
There's
family
something
and
about-
lights and a warm meal.
It's more so lights and snow.
Man,
I'm a
there's
sucker for that.
a certain warmth to the holiday season. There really
Is, and it's found indoors because it damn sure ain't outside.
Yeah. Well, I had one of the greatest moments ever last Christmas, just sitting in the house, drinking hot cocoa and watching Charlie Brown for the first time.
You're smoking the doobie.
Maybe Charlie Brown is, yeah. Yes. Yeah, enjoy some. I mean, the Christmas colors are red and green, man. The
Red, green, and blue. Man, like, that's one thing I always remembered as a kid. There was a color, and I don't know why it struck me so cool. It's like a really, I don't know how to explain. It's like a candy blue or something. I would always say it's like, I always associate it with like cop cars too. Like their lights sometimes, it's not like a normal blue on them.
It's like a shiny, almost plasticky looking.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's it. And you see it on some Christmas tree like decorations, and it looks so cool, man.
Yeah,
I've always loved that blue, and I've never figured out what the fuck it was. But that's Christmassy to me.
I think
That
that's
color is
electric blue.
Christmassy
I
as
love
fuck.
blue for Christmas.
I love blue.
I think
for
that's
Christmas.
electric blue.
Like as I
blue
love
for
orange.
Christmas. Somebody make that a band name, please.
Blue for Christmas.
There's already
Fuck.
Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley.
But there's not blue for Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the line you have to find there in that copyright.
Yeah.
Just alter a word or change it, lowercase it or some shit. You know, you can get by the radar.
Christmas. That's Elvis?
If you're not here with me.
Why is Christmas time keeps recurring here on braincake here lately?
What's going on?
Is that our way of escaping the heat?
Yeah,
Is that a subconscious thing? We wish for butt fucking Santa apparently.
Well, the thing is,
we don't need braincake Santa. That's what we need. Normal Santa.
Yeah. Braincake Santa is a monster who shouldn't be named like Voldemort. Real Santa is cheery and spreads holiday joy and love, and not just slinging his stinky nuts around.
Slinging it, yeah, that's right. Not harassing prisoners or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Thank God we have averted him as a whole.
I love that episode.
Well,
of
he makes you
American Dad.
really appreciate the Jesus origins of Christmas because you're not as terrorized by fucking the fear of Santa rolling on top of you.
Oh my God.
And having that smell all around you as you die, just the stink of the folds.
Ugh.
And we determined on as it has not been uploaded yet, as I don't know the upload procedures of what this will even be, on an episode you will hear in the future, we have deemed on one of these shows here that Manbeast apparently is the father of all centaurs.
What?
Yeah.
We have the
That's
father.
just because he's got a horse cock. That's all it is.
That's, oh my God! You made the connection.
That's it.
You absolutely made the connection.
That's right. That's the part. That's part horse of him.
That's where it started. But they've now evolved into the centaurs we came to know.
But you know what's fucked
But one
up
guy,
though?
one horse guy, was also responsible for that.
You know what's fucked up about that though is like centaurs rape women. That's like a core. That's a core part of the mythology. How do you feel being the father of all rape horses? I mean, I would feel better about that than being like the father of all rape fish.
Yeah. What the fuck is happening?
The squids, the rape fish.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about it.
What? I haven't. I'm sorry to put anybody.
Squids,
Yeah.
the rape fish,
Yeah.
tentacle porn. You've never?
Oh
heard
my
of
God!
tentacle
I
porn?
thought you just meant like maybe real squids. Just that
No,
was their
only
method.
fantasy squids. Not just like centaurs are a fantasy. So are the squids that rape women.
Only the
Never
squids
has
that
a-
humans create.
Never has a fucking octopus been Me Too'd in real life. No, it's always the puppeteer behind a fake one.
Well,
I don't know how many. I don't know how many of those cases there are of that happening, but we'll have to look into it.
Let's not put that into our histories on our search bars.
keep the centaurs away.
Keep the centaurs away. Keep the satyrs at bay.
Satyrs?
They're half goat people. Do you not know about the satyrs?
No.
No,
They're-
I know about the Crusaders.
Like,
What about the Oakland Raiders?
what's your picture of Pan in your head? Like the god Pan.
I have no idea what Pan is, dude. I don't
Eggs.
know.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, Pan was the son of Zeus, and he was what's called a satyr. And like the faun from Narnia.
Yeah.
Remember the faun? That's what
fawns.
that's what satyrs looked like. They were like they had the bottom. They had their two legs were like goat legs, and they had little horns and like little beards.
Well, they sound adorable.
Well, they would fuck nymphs. Is what they would do.
Well, that's good. Nymphs need somebody.
Nymphs and dryads and naiads. They would fuck the spirits of the forest and the water
They'd
and the
fuck
air.
nads.
That's impressive.
And
They'd
they
fuck
would, and
nads.
that would kind of spring forth all kinds of different creation. And you had all the Greeks had a really cool mythos, man. Their religion was a lot cooler than ours, as far as like our country's.
Yeah, why if you have free reign on creating whatever vision of the world you want, why not include some horse people in there?
Yeah,
I
I
would.
mean it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Except it'd be chaos, because that's what Centaurs...
Well, I mean the centaurs
Man.
turned into rapists. So.
Yeah.
I mean, well, this is why we play video games, I think, is so that way we can escape our reality and invest ourselves in a whole other type of reality.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 9, I was going to say that'd be a good example if you were saying you want like horse people. I mean, like everybody you meet in that game, you're not even human yourself entirely. There's not a single human being. It's all anthropomorphic type beings.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a strange twist on a world to be in. It's like literally everybody. There's just so many species of upright, like evolved beings that are just like all working together. Like
I feel like that's a slippery slope to furryism.
I mean, it could be if you already had that inkling that you might like that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like I have no desire for that, so
Yeah.
I just see it from a creative standpoint. It's like that's pretty neat.
I do think that furry fandom, without any of the sexual stuff, and hell,
Now,
even
I do feel like that
even
could-
with that, sure, that's okay. But I do think there's some coolness and creativity
Yeah,
involved
I
in
think
making the
that's
costumes
why-
and stuff.
Now I do think seeing stuff like that, I almost feel like it could be an easier branch off into maybe liking anime. I think
Yeah.
that would be fair.
Well,
like for
definitely,
myself,
but also,
I feel like I'd have an easier trend towards that. I mean,
Like-
like furrydom can almost be like sexual to a degree, and I'm
but
like,
what if you jerk off to cartoons and all of a sudden all your cartoons are cartoons of like animal people?
I mean, well, I ain't
And
beating
then all of
up
a
the
sudden you're not
cartoons,
gonna start.
so-
You're not gonna jerk off to the character that you watch in the anime that you want to.
Well,
Yeah.
I ain't pulling anything to get to anime or cartoons. So I don't have that worry. I fuck people.
You don't want to
Actually, I'm kidding. I don't do that either.
you don't
There's no
want
respect. In,
have any
in
horse
high school, I
ponies?
shared a locker with a mop.
I wouldn't fuck a pony. I'll tell you why. It's not a person, but also it probably gives me shit dick. I feel like.
Oh my-
Don't you feel like
What?
animals aren't clean down there? I feel
I
like
mean,
they're
well-
not clean down there.
No, they're not. I'm glad fucking horses. It seems like not only is centaurs a popular topic on this show, but just sexualizing a horse in any general manner is also becoming a trend.
I think that makes us special, man.
well,
Well, I definitely think it makes us special in
Some
some
type of-
capacity. Yes.
yeah.
I'm not going to even debate or argue as to
There-
what
there's-
type of special we are.
There's a country, and I won't say what it is because I'll be called a bigot if I say what it is, but there's a country where they fuck donkeys. And that's
Ah.
like a normal part of maturation.
Wow.
The Vice made a documentary about it that's like an hour long of just dudes fucking donkeys.
But if we wanted to be in a technical sense, technically everywhere on the planet, I bet at least one person is engaging in that type of activity. So technically,
Well, definitely
everywhere
where we
has
come
it.
from in the
But-
fucking United Kingdom over there, they're all fucking all the animals.
But I'm sure also, I would say some places have a higher propensity for it to happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, if you're
Yeah.
isolated,
Exactly. That's the point I'm getting at. Isolation will. I'm not even justifying that type of thing. I don't agree with that morally.
I bet coronavirus has increased the amount of animal sex then,
I think it's increased the sale of sex toys.
because it's due to the isolation.
well,
I
let's
think
not
there's a-
talk about the things that it's increasing because there's a lot of bad stuff that we can get into that I'll probably
Yeah.
swerve into at some point if
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, I would rather just talk about the things that suck about it that we can at least squeeze some comedic juice out of.
Well,
and
people were trying to squeeze
The
some
liquor.
happy juice out of their dick.
the liquor.
Oh my god, man. Have you seen the videos of people like going trash can to trash can over in LA and fucking opening it up and it's just fucking like the recycling bins are just like glass bottles because people are drinking so much fucking booze because they're stuck in the house all day?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, though. I will say this: I can guarantee you, a lot of people that were like in recovery and stuff from like opiates and shit, like that. It's like a nightmare for them because like that isolation leads to that boredom. That boredom leads to that idle temptation in your head, and all of a sudden, wada bing, bada boom, there you go.
Well, I don't know how many states did this, but fucking California, according to Joe Rogan, shut down fucking AA meetings.
What?
Well, that's a lot of places.
Because they're non-essential.
I mean, well, that's a lot of places.
How widespread that is, but...
In Kentucky, it was like that for a long time. They're very small. But they do a lot of online thing, too. I mean, like, those types of things, like, they have big Zoom group meetings for those people. But a lot of people don't know about them. Because,
in Kentucky, we don't even have good internet, so
well,
like,
that's
it's
the
hard
thing,
for people to...
But you got to think Kentucky, too. Granted, at the time this is being recorded, Kentucky's quite a bit ahead of a lot of states in terms of what we could do. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, as far as I know, there can be at least some small gatherings.
Yeah.
Of some level, as long as everybody's in the right.
Well, but most states are like that. We just can't get good individual internet at all. The corporate internet's fine. Anywhere there's a business, they've got the infrastructure because they'll build it. But they won't build it for Mary Lou that lives up Barwick.
Well, I will say where I live, it's much better. I mean, like, but I'm more of a...
You're suburbanite.
There you go. I'm a suburbanite.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
We're over here in the...
We live in the sticks,
the
but
backwoods.
I was raised up in the woods, man, but listen, I'm still hood, too.
Raised in the woods, but I'm still hood.
That's a line from a Boondocks song.
Oh.
From a freestyle of a sense. Or a cipher. There you go. I'm sorry.
It's one of the few people that would be acceptable coming from.
I always thought that line was really funny. It said raised up in the woods, but I'm still fucking hood.
Oh my god, dude! But
did you come?
No. There was this. There's this terrible rap duo that's like country rap, and they have a song called "I Mow, I Till."
Well, I was already going to say you already had it. You didn't even have to say it was awful the second you said country rap duo.
Yeah. I mow, I till.
Well, that's all we could ever be, man.
What?
Is a country rap group.
You have to play that for me.
Right now?
Sure.
I've
never... I've never... We could analyze this and look at it and we can get out of here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm fucking disturbed by the idea. Gunner, are you aware of whatever the fuck that is?
No, I haven't heard of this. I'm kind of concerned myself.
I'm very concerned. Like
I've seen what Luke Bryan can do.
Manbeast, do you know anything of this?
I'm OIT.
The band name is the Redneck Soldiers.
Oh. Okay, Redneck Soldiers. You gotta know what's going
that
on.
just sounds like static electricity. That's pretty much what it sounds like out here.
Well, I imagine that's a precursor as to how this song is gonna sound, which is kind of like static white hum.
Everybody, put your hands up. Redneck Soldiers coming at you.
Is Lil Jon on this track?
No
Ah. Oh my god.
Tough tits, that's how I live.
God, this is painful. Like, look, there's some things that just aren't meant to be rap.
Yeah.
It always comes off corny. It always comes off stupid.
Yeah,
this is shit. Who listens to that?
I don't know, dude.
I would gladly battle any defender of that. I will stand on my pedestal and I will throw stones down upon you. You can't defend this.
Let's hear this guy's verse.
second degree and kill the track, then eat it up. I'm a blue tank with a pedigree. I'm riding through a dirty trail and daddy's a great deal. It's a 96 still split six. I run the farm in this truck.
Yeah.
See who'll get that buck. I ain't stuck in a rut. I'm about to make a jump. You can
Of course, you're out in the corn.
All right. I fucking love it.
You love it.
I love it.
All right,
Well, that was a
contrarian.
I
mistake.
fucking love it.
All right, Mr. Contrarian,
I
dude.
fucking love it.
Tell
I
me
think
why
that it's
you love
great.
it. What's
I think that listen.
What's so great about it, you damn heel?
I'll
You
tell you
fucking
why. It's
shitty
great.
ass stupid heel. You
I'll
tell
tell
me
you-
what's great about it, you stupid devil's advocate motherfucker. You tell me.
I'll
Tell me
tell
what's
you.
great about it.
I'll tell you.
Tell me.
I'll
tell
tell
me.
you. It's great because it's so fucking different, and there's nothing about that that's ripped off from anybody except for the beat.
Tough tits.
Tough tits, man.
Tough tits. That's how I feel, man. Hey, I've said that shit before. Fuck it, tough tits.
Did it hit you somewhere in the
feel-
fields? Is that what happened?
No, man, it
Hit
don't
me
matter
in the
where you come
feels.
from or what you're saying, as long as you say it the right way.
Did he say it in the correct way?
I think he did. I think he said it in the
Okay.
correct way.
Well,
What if it was Tupac saying it?
If it was Tupac
If
saying it,
Tupac
I would
said
have so
tough
much
tits, that's how
respect
I
for
live.
Tupac. I would be like, he said tough titty. Tough,
Tough titty.
tough titty said
What
the
if-
kitty, but the milk's just fine.
God,
What if Ice Cube said it then?
I love to hear Ice Cube say tough titties.
Tough titty.
Yeah.
Put your titty into it.
Put your
I want to
titties.
hear Snoop say it.
Yeah.
Tough titty.
Tough titties. Dude, I seen
When a
those
titty gets tough, the tough get titties.
You know what? You know. You know, one of my favorite things I ever heard Snoop say was at the I think it's Justin Bieber's roast, maybe on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
He said something. Oh, he might have been talking about. He was talking about Kevin Hart. Yeah. He just looks at him. He said, "Oh, don't worry about him. That's just my little retarded cousin."
That's because he made a fucking ISIS joke, and Kevin Hart acted like
yeah.
Kevin Hart acted like he spit on Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I
Kevin
forgot
Hart
about the,
went,
like, the
"Oh
whole-
my god, oh my god," and he like stood up and he went over and he acted like he was all offended. And then he was trying to laugh it off because everybody was booing him, and he should have just went like, "My bad," but instead he tried to shift it to Snoop Dogg, and he was like, "How am I supposed to laugh and have a good time when he's talking about ISIS?"
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're a comedian,
Yeah.
bro.
Exactly.
That's why I lost respect for Kevin Hart in the first place.
Wow.
But
I
I
didn't mean to
respect him
drudge
a
up
lot
on
more
feelings
now.
for Kevin
No,
Hart.
I respect
man.
him a whole lot more now. He's done. He's moved on past that, and I think he's matured as a person. People grow and shit.
Yeah.
He has.
It's
Yeah, I
like
like
Mel
Kevin
Gibson
Hart.
is not a terrible person anymore. Mel Gibson's had plenty of chance to change and do good for himself. And
Yeah. I really liked Kevin Hart on Joe Rogan. I actually thought that was probably one
not
of the best
comparing what Kevin Hart did to what Mel Gibson did, by the way. Mel Gibson said the Jews were the cause of all the wars.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
He was pretty blatantly racist, but Kevin Hart was just being a dick at a roast.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart was doing what he thought was funny.
He was
Because
trying to
he
get
was
people to laugh it
overreacting.
off.
I mean,
and
like
he
it was an
couldn't stand.
overreaction, like because he's like, "Oh, look, the little man's like, oh, the
What
little man's
bothered me
offended
about
a lot."
it? What bothered me about it was he couldn't make fun of himself
No,
in that moment, and that really bothered me. But I
and
think it's
everybody
for the
made
best.
fun of him the rest of the night. I'm pretty sure it started with Snoop.
God, if you ever give somebody a real reason to roast you at a roast, because like most of them I think are just
Caitlyn Jenner is the best trooper on the fucking planet. I swear to God, not
Courtney, buddy.
Caitlyn Jenner. Is that the right person? Call me
Caitlyn,
Kate.
Caitlyn
Yeah.
Jenner.
Call
yeah.
me Kate.
Yeah, Caitlyn.
yeah,
Okay.
You're correct.
yeah.
But yeah, the fucking jokes that they flung at. I think I'm gonna use him because I think that Caitlyn said that that he still likes to be called him.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he also sleeps with women, and I think it's like he's more like a traditional what people think of when they think of transsexuals, like divine, like more of a
Well, that would make
More
sense
of
if
a-
that's the preferred pronoun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got you.
And like but the fucking jokes that they threw his way,
Well,
fucking.
Yeah,
You-
that's true.
you got
And
to
he
think.
took them and laughed at every one of them.
But you know who didn't?
Who?
Courtney Cox. Or Courtney Love, I mean.
Well,
Courtney
I know
Love.
I know
yeah.
the
I know
Kardashians.
Courtney
and-
Love fucking flipped people off. Courtney Love was an immature bitch.
Oh my
for that whole
god.
fucking roast.
Fuck yeah.
The Kardashians and the Jenners have to be
She did have a good joke that
to
night.
taking
though.
a beating, a verbal beating, right? They've been taking verbal beatings from people for years, I would imagine.
Yeah, but they're not used to them being that good at it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
professional
Like that,
brow beaters.
Fuck, how good was Blake Griffin?
Well, it was good practice.
How good was Blake Griffin at that roast?
I don't know.
Like
The football player?
You're lining motherfuckers up for Jeffrey Ross to shoot down.
Dude, I love it when a fucking non-comedian fucking delivers on one of those things.
Martha Stewart was phenomenal.
Martha Stewart, God, her and Snoop Dogg started a friendship off of that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I think that's that those are stories I want to hear.
Yeah.
Those are good happy stories.
Do you know
Snoop
about
and Martha are
Johnny?
homies.
Do you know about Johnny Cash and Ozzy Osbourne being buddies?
No.
Who?
Johnny Cash and Ozzy Osbourne.
I could see that.
They were Johnny got an ostrich farm at one point, and he was raising ostriches, and one of them split him down his stomach and hit his belt buckle. What a distance! Sorry, we're not socially distancing. It did. Actually, it came out of right here.
This couch is bigger than it looks. We're 6 feet apart.
He almost got disemboweled, and he got on pain pills, and he had to go to rehab for it. And while he was in rehab, he met fucking Ozzy Osbourne, and they become lifelong friends.
I bet after that they done a hell of a lot of cocaine together after rehab.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was pills. I
On the
think that they
ostrich
were real
farm.
into heroin pills.
I bet they did a lot of cocaine on ostrich farms.
Heroin pills, things that don't exist.
Yeah.
They were real into that.
I can see it now. I figured that was how the disembowelment happened.
I reckon
was
he
it-
was innocently farming ostriches. It happened in like the 70s whenever he was
They
like,
should just say it was a cassowary, man. It would be more badass.
no, fuck a cassowary. They're stupid birds. They can't disembowel you like an ostrich can either.
They can do it.
Let me tell you something.
can
Some
do it.
birds
They-
don't
they-
deserve to exist on the merit that they don't have any usefulness outside of their environment, and that cassowary is one of them. Ostriches can live anywhere.
Cassowary's gonna butt fuck you, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You better
They'll
run.
rip your guts out, and they're terrifying
shoebill might
little
butt
reptile birds too.
A goose will.
A shoebill might. A goose will make me his bitch. A goose. Geese are the fucking devil, man.
Geese are the
fucking.
devil.
They're the most successful birds in my
Geese
opinion.
are like the really pissy personality type cats.
Yeah.
But all geese are those types of cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
redeeming qualities for any goose.
But ducks are great.
Ducks are cool.
Except for
they rape
mating
each
season.
other.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
you're
rape each
saying.
other.
Except for mating season, they're quite horrible.
Yeah.
Quite horrible.
We had a
animals.
lot of rape on this podcast with the ducks and the centaurs.
And it's very sad.
It's very sad, but at least centaurs don't have twisty penises that fall off every year.
Like ducks.
Or echidnas.
Echidnas.
And they have 4.
You know what's crazy about echidnas is they're one of 2 fucking monotremes that exist. Them and the platypus.
What is a
fucking
monotreme?
egg-laying mammals. Mammals
Oh.
that lay eggs. They're like before marsupials in our evolutionary line.
They're like the strange, are they like the strange evolutionary hump?
They're
kinda got
essentially
forgotten.
they're kind of they didn't really need to adapt any further than what they were.
Nah. Let's see. And platypus, anyway, that's a strange, what the fuck? Seriously.
Well, dude, have you ever seen Dipleurodon?
They're venomous, aren't they?
sailback.
Are they venomous or poisonous?
They're
They're venomous.
I think they're. Yeah, no, you're right. They're venomous. You're right.
Platypuses?
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
duckbill
they're-
platypus if they bite you? Or
No,
what?
they have a spike.
They
the male
have
has
like
a
a-
spike that comes out right here, out of the side of their hand.
And they can get you with their tail and like little handies
Whoa. Is it
Or
like as
fuck.
powerful as like snake poison or anything though? Like, can it kill you?
too. It can
I
hurt
don't
you.
think it kills you.
Make
I
you
think
sick
it can
or
make.
something,
I think it can
probably.
make you pretty nauseous.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, it's like that's a good way to get sent to the hospital. Like, how do you explain that when a platypus fucking attacked me, man?
Yeah.
Goddamn it! I
I was
was
just
fingering a platypus and it fucking it spiked me.
It spiked me. Well, you spiked it from.
That's
you
true.
spiked you
That's
back.
true,
Yeah.
nurse. I just need pain relievers, please.
Suboxone, please.
Suboxone.
No.
I love people who are in the Suboxone scene. They're very open.
The
and honest.
Suboxone
They're very open and honest about being pathological liars.
The Suboxone scene. I love that. Is that a community of people?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Suboxone.
They don't
scene.
have any teeth, but they're a community of people.
Why not just shorten it to the Suboxone?
The Suboxone. Oh my god. Oh my. Wow.
That's pretty fucking revolutionary.
That is pretty. Yeah, that's
I
pretty.
just combined the words. Let's not get hasty here.
But
nobody's come up with it though, because they were all high on Suboxone.
And you're the first.
It
because
took an outsider to.
and he's plugging his own gear. Look at him go, man. He's
That was
on
Ric
fire.
Flair.
He's on fire.
I had an outsider beanie. I should have wore it.
I lost my outsider beanie.
Outsiderbrand.com. Check
Dixie
it out.
chewed mine up.
You
and I
should
wore
check it out. As you should also check out this podcast and other previous episodes on Anchor and Spotify. And do we have iTunes?
Yeah, it's on iTunes.
iTunes, Google Play, Breaker, is that one?
I don't know. There's a bunch of distribution platforms that it goes to that I've never even heard of. So
Or just Google
chances
it.
are, if you want to listen to it, just Google it on a platform that you want to listen to it on, and you can find it there.
But be careful. Don't be lured in by other people who are actually making cakes in the shapes of brains, because
Yeah.
I've discovered that that's a large genre.
Yeah, you guys got to help us surpass those people in the YouTube search.
We have to be separated from the bakery community. Although I do understand why we're associated with them.
We put ourselves in that box.
We did.
You know?
It's okay.
It's okay.
though.
It's okay.
We did,
We're gonna
but-
make it work.
But this cake is going to be ripped out of the box.
Yeah. And
Like
it's
it be
gonna be
shoved in your face like fucking Bozo the Clown.
on Thursdays and Saturdays.
That's right.
And every other time.
But
Deez-nuts. I didn't
All right,
even. There
all
wasn't
right,
even a
all right.
setup. I just said it.
All right, we got to talk about these nuts for a moment,
what?
because these nuts have been the bane of my existence.
The bane of your existence.
Since
Do
I
you
was
even
sixth-
comprehend
sixth
what my
grade.
life has been for all these years with
Dude.
Jimmy, dude? Do you even know? Jimmy's been hitting me with those. Just
I've been
like,
hitting you
with
with
these.
these nuts for years.
Yeah,
ain't
You
I?
mean he's been hitting you with these?
right on the chin. Yeah, he's been hitting me with these nuts.
Do you go to Captain D's?
Yeah, Captain D's
Captain
nuts.
D's nuts?
You have pubic hairs that are just like stuck to your chin from the sweat that's just like dripped off my freaking Deez-nuts.
Well,
Dripped off my Deez-nuts.
let me hear Gunner out. I would love to have somebody share their relishing and pain of getting hit with a Deez-nuts. Is that what you were
Dude,
going to say?
every day I get hit with a D's nuts.
Did you
And
say
it's
something
not-
about 6th grade just a minute ago?
since sixth grade, or maybe 7th grade. Whenever Dustin came over to the school, I ran into Dustin, and Dustin had the D's nuts locked and loaded and ready to go. He was the D's nuts king.
He was
Ask
the
James about it. James has probably been hit with many of a D's nuts.
He's the D-double-K, man.
The D's nuts king.
Wait. That doesn't make any sense. He's the DNK. Where did the other K come from that I just wanted to slide in there?
Canuts.
Yeah. the K in nuts is silent.
I don't know about Canuts, but there was another thing, like you said 6th grade. I remember something in 6th grade that fucking...
I think it was the first time I ever heard Coke 45, bro.
No,
Colt 45, yeah. That makes sense. That was when I heard it.
I'd heard that, but like there was a question like they would ask, like whenever I was in middle school, they'd come up to you, man, say, "Hey, man, guess what?" And then you'd be like, "Hey, yo, man, what?" They say, "What's the capital of Bangkok?" or what's the capital of China? I mean, or whatever. Somebody said that. No, seriously, somebody said that to me. They said, "Wait, all right, tell me,
Huh?
Bangkok." I'm geographically lost at the moment.
Yeah, what?
Bangkok,
Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand. Right, okay.
That's the city of ladyboys.
It's the capital of Thailand, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because whenever I was
Bangkok.
in middle school, I remember a kid came up, and that was how he said it to people. He said China. He never said Bangkok. It was
He said, "What was the capital of
what's the
China?"
capital of China? And then he would go Bangkok. He would never go, what's the capital of what's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok.
For those of you who don't know, when you say Bangkok as the punchline of the joke,
You punched them in the balls.
Yeah, you bang their cock with your
Bangkok.
fist.
Dude, one time somebody hit me in the nuts in 7th grade, and I backed up in pain, and they were laughing, and I was filled with rage, and they were bent over in this chair, and I just walked up, and I grabbed the side of their head, and I kneed them full force, and,
Oh my god.
and they fucking laughed it
die?
off and never hit me in the nuts again.
They
That's
laughed
the
it
greatest
off?
sport.
Well, it's good they laughed
It's the
it off,
greatest
man.
sport on the history of the planet.
Yeah. That's
That's some
great.
teenage jousting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It fucking worked, man. It was good. It's the most violent thing I've ever did.
Well,
Did you feel liberated?
I did.
Yeah.
Violence frees me.
That's a weird thing. It's a very weird concept that violence can feel like so temporarily, like temporarily like liberating.
It's the most liberating thing that there is. That's why war is so popular.
Well, that's why football was created, was for when war wasn't around. We have to be physically violent with each other in some weird...
Football is literally designed as trench warfare, just like World War I was.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like wrestling.
Wrestling is one-on-one individual, just like the fucking gladiators in Roman times and shit.
It's some I don't know where the fuck I was going to go with that.
It's just like the fucking Roman Coliseum, man. Wrestling is.
You're a Roman Coliseum.
That when Caesar's Palace was picked as the venue for WrestleMania, was it 9 or 10? 9. When that was picked for the fucking venue, it made the most sense. I wish it wasn't the worst WrestleMania ever, because the fucking Roman thing makes perfect sense with fucking wrestling.
With you. It was like it's probably my all-time favorite venue.
And the worst Undertaker match in all of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Fucking won by disqualification because some dude chloroformed
never ended in pin. Never ended in a pinfall.
Somebody chloroformed the Undertaker.
Yes, a giant man in a fucking skin suit.
Yeah, no, it was a hair muscle suit.
A hairy
His
muscle
name was
suit.
the Giant Gonzalez. He played basketball for somebody.
He was a legit 7'10", 8 foot tall, somewhere in that range. He was enormous.
Almost 8 feet.
So he dwarfed Undertaker, and he's just like, he's got his big ass hand over with a glove, and he's like, "You can smell it. What is that smell? Oh my god, that smell! Oh my god." People in the front row look like they're getting sick. Chloroform! It's gotta be chloroform.
Do you think
we'll take him to fucking prison?
Do you think
he chloroformed somebody in front of everybody?
He just subdued a man in front of thousands of people
with an illegal substance.
Yeah.
Do you think that it was piped into the fucking venue like a 4D theater? Like they had the smell of plants just radiating throughout?
I wish they would do that. That would be awesome.
Well, you need that dude and his mom that go to every fucking wrestling show ever and sit in the front row.
Yeah.
They're just passed out over the railing.
And
they're selling it.
When Kane comes out, they release scents of like burning flesh and sulfur as well.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Dude.
And all they play on the Titantron is Shane McMahon's testicles getting electrocuted by Kane.
It's not the smell of burning bodies, it's the smell of burning jizz.
Why?
Shane's testicles getting electrocuted over and over.
Oh, wow. But I don't think people just know what that smells like readily.
That dude from the Your Mom's House podcast does, the cum vapor that Christina Pajitsky found on TikTok. The dude who vapes his own cum.
Oh my god, that is incredible.
He said it tastes like roast beef a little bit.
That's disgusting. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, honestly.
I know, man. It's like cum box on the level of disgusting.
Oh, don't! Bring up cum box.
I got one better for you, Jesus Christ.
You got one better than cum box?
Yeah, I got one.
I want to know about
than
this shit.
Box. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know?
Yeah. Deez-nuts. So what does that mean? We gotta leave cum box just hanging there for you all just look up cum box actually. If you're so interested, just Google it.
That's something that should be left to your own devices.
Yeah. So
if you're interested, Google it. If you're not interested, Google Goatsy.
Oh my god, that's a hilarious ass coincidence. No pun intended on hilarious ass coincidence.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely hilarious ass.
Literally, we had recorded a leftover yesterday and we talked about Goatsy.
Really?
Dude, for a while.
Somebody told me to look that up on Wikipedia when I got home.
We exposed Hambone to it. And he was mortified.
He never first time?
Yeah, he had never heard of Goatsy.
Hambone.
Wow.
Yeah. Mr. Adam.
No, I'm saying like Hambone never. Well, I was saying like Hambone never saw Goatsy.
He had never heard of Goatsy.
He was like at the primacy of it when he was in school. He was like at the very beginning years.
That's why it blew me away, man. Like that was popular, like in that realm of like that shock content.
Yeah.
Whenever all that was popular.
Yeah.
Do you remember One Priest, One Nun?
Yeah.
Oh, I very much remember.
You told the poo poo.
Oh, the shiza! Then it's just like Yeah, that nun's mouth, man, just looked like.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that. We made a YouTube video many years ago. If you remember, it was a One Priest One Nun reaction, and it was me sitting there watching the computer, and I was just like, I laughed my ass off, dude, when I saw it. I thought that was the funniest shit.
Gunner's about to throw up over here, dude.
Yeah, no, I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, man, this is disgusting.
That's like, at least whenever you're watching Two Girls, One Cup, that's chick poop. But when you're watching One Priest, One Nun, that's dude poop, man. That's dude poop on
For
a woman.
me, it's like,
I've never heard anybody say it like that, but that makes sense.
I was gonna say, to me, it's just like, well, that's shit.
Well, Two Girls, One Cup was nasty to me, but it never made me want to vomit.
Yeah. It was more so the vomit that grossed me. I'm just like...
Yeah, oh my god, because vomit's so slimy, man.
Ooh,
like it sticks to you.
No, that's acidic, buddy. That's good. There's some acidity in
Yeah,
there.
like
well, you
napalm,
shouldn't
man.
puke in your eyes, but...
Or in somebody else's mouth.
No, if you do that, you need to brush your teeth. Sorry.
I think that means that we've had too much cake if we're throwing up.
There's too much cake.
Too much cake. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Or we won't see you, but you'll see us. It'll be like a one-way thing. You can look at us, though. We
That's
like
right.
that.
Oh, yeah, we never see you guys, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
We should get a get-together together, guys.
Yeah. Come over, guys.
Come cough in my face, like Gunboi.
Yeah, let's make sure to have at least over 20 people.
We have to
I
have
bet we
a
could get
mass
20
gathering.
people over here for this.
Yeah. Yep.
I bet we could.
It's got to be the biggest gathering of all time.
Yes!
The gathering of the Juggalos.
We're going to break the world record for the world's biggest gathering during COVID season.
Hosted by braincake.
That's perfect marketing.
But we're not
Listen,
going to be in the crowd.
We're not going to
separated
wear
from the
masks
crowd.
Yes.
either. We're too good for that.
We're gonna wear
Everyone who's around
Stormtrooper
us is
helmets.
COVID tested. We're not going to wear masks.
Well,
I'm going to wear a Stormtrooper helmet.
that sounds like a plan.
Oh no, Jimmy. Don't be a stormtrooper. You'll get shot immediately. And you won't be able to hit anything back.
You're right.
You're better than that. Be at least be an Urukai
You're
from
right.
fucking Lord of the Rings so that you can kill a couple of elves on your way.
Damn it. You're right. I'm going to do it.
He's going to get into makeup right now. We'll see you
Wow.
guys soon.
See you guys there.
I'm going to do it.